Okay, good evening, everybody. On behalf of Rob Martin, I'm Rohan Bansali, and we welcome you to the Coach Opportunity webinar for Beachbody. Just give me a second here, and we'll pull up our screen share so everyone can see. Okay, terrific. Let's get a chance to load. So just some quick housekeeping stuff. If you guys have questions during the presentation, Rob will be able to answer while I'm speaking. And then when Rob speaks, I'll be able to take any questions. So just enter anything you have in the chat box. If you have any questions afterwards, please get back to the coach that invited you to the webinar, or you can message me directly here on Facebook. That's my business page, Dr. Owen Benzali. Email me if you wish, teamfindyourfocus@gmail.com or teamfindyourfocus.com. We'll definitely answer any questions you have and get you back to your coach. Rob will give you his information.
My name is Rob Martin. You can reach me at countryclubfitnessgm@gmail.com or firsttfitness.com, or you can find me on Messenger, and that might be the easiest way. My cell is also available.
All right, terrific. So we're going to talk tonight about the coach opportunity. And it's a couple of key words right there. One is about being a coach. We're here to help people achieve their fitness goals, and as well as an opportunity. It's a chance to make a difference, not only in our own lives, but in the lives of those around us. So a little bit about me. I was a Beachbody customer starting in 2011. You could see me there. This is about 6 months before I started my first Beachbody program. I was pretty unhealthy. I had a lot of weight around the middle. If you've never heard of the metabolic syndrome, this is the metabolic syndrome. It's someone with central obesity, probably high triglycerides, pre-diabetic, that sort of thing. My daughter was just a few months old, or this may have been just a little bit before she was born. And I decided that I wasn't going to be that kind of dad. So in January of 2009, in fact, almost, nearly, was it 5-6 years ago now, I picked up a copy of P90 or Power 90, is one of Beachbody's earliest programs. Boring as all get out. There was 2 workouts for the first 6 weeks and 2 workouts for the last 6 weeks. So 90 days, 4 workouts total. I got really good at the move order and knew all the jokes, but it was really effective. I lost a lot of weight. Really helped me start getting in shape. Something that's sort of a joke to us now, but for the first 2 years, my wife and I really refused to try Shakeology, Beachbody's meal replacement. We'll get to that in a little bit. So fast forward a couple years, my coach asked me a few times if I would consider becoming a coach, and I had a ton of reasons why it wasn't right for me. I was too busy. I have a full-time job. I wasn't interested in sales. No, I wasn't, still in the middle of my fitness journey, all this kind of stuff. Finally, in April 2013, I decided to become a coach. And then after that, I did nothing for about 8 months until P90X3 came out. So now you can see I've had some nice level of success there. The picture on the left, you can see again, I was pretty unhealthy. My son was a few months old. And in the picture on the right, my son is no longer so little. He's on my shoulders. My daughter was a couple years old as well, in my arms. And there's no way that guy on the left could do what that guy on the right is doing. And that's really what we're all about here for coaching, helping dads and families come together and become stronger and healthier for each other. I am a 2-star diamond coach, which doesn't mean anything except for the fact that I've had some level of success with the business. More importantly, I'm the father of 2. As you can see there, I'm a full-time cardiologist, which is not that important except to say that I am a pretty busy guy. I work 60 to 80 hours a week. In fact, I'm on call next week, so I'm going to have a very full week. But despite that, I managed to work this business very successfully. I'm a runner. And I just say that because that's something I never thought I could do. When I was in high school, I dreaded the President's Challenge. I couldn't even make it a quarter mile around the track, let alone a full mile. And thanks to Beachbody, I ran my first mile in 2013. I've since then run several half marathons and 3 full marathons, including the New York. It's something I never thought I could do, and Beachbody has really given me that ability to test new waters and try new things. I really love programs like P90X and PiYo, which is a low-impact Pilates and yoga sort of combination, really great for runners. So let's talk about what Beachbody is and what Team Beachbody is and how it all sort of lays out. So in 1998, our president and co-founder, Carl Deichler, CEO, and then our president, John Congdon, got together, had a sort of informal back-of-the-napkin type of conversation, and decided that they were going to create a real health and fitness company to help people lose weight. And that was kind of, a big challenge for them because we were full of health and fitness products at that point. Things like the Thigh Master and Suzanne Summers and Tybo with Billy Blanks and all this stuff. But they had a real vision for what they wanted to do. And soon thereafter, they released Power 90. You can see there, that was a program that I did. And really helped people start to lose weight. And then in 2004, the game changed. P90X was released, really created a fantastic program for people that they could do at home. It was intense, hard work, but produced ridiculous results. And as time went on, what we found was that people who were doing P90X were reaching out to people who had already completed P90X, so-called P90X grads, to act as mentors for them. And the people who had mentors were far more successful and were losing more weight and able to complete the program. So the Beachbody said, well, we better codify this. In 2007, they released Team Beachbody. It was basically a group of people who had already done their programs, who loved them, and who were willing to mentor others in the programs. And since then, there's been a veritable explosion of programs. You can see the aptly named Insanity came out in 2009. Boy, that's one kick butt program, folks, but produces great results. Body Beast came out in 2012. I'm running through a cycle of that myself right now, and I'll tell you where Body Beast really made its niche. It's Beachbody's strength building and muscle creation program. And what it turned out is that women were really enjoying the program. We don't talk about women and weightlifting a lot, but women really need to do resistance exercises. It improves bone density, prevents osteoporosis, maintains lean muscle mass, improves glycemic utilization, lots of really good things, but we don't talk about it. And unfortunately, still, there's this bad gym culture where women may be intimidated going to the gym and not being able to reap the full benefits of having a good resistance program. Well, Body Beast changed all that. Basically, women had the ability to do a weightlifting program with weights as heavy as they chose in their own home, basically with a personal trainer, Sagi, who's the guy who does Body Beast, and really introduced a whole new aspect of fitness to a lot of women. And since seems to have caught fire and things like CrossFit and things like that, but Body Beast really brought that home for them. And then in 2013, T25 came out and blew up the last excuse, which is I don't have enough time. T25 is meant to be done 25 minutes a day, 5 days a week, and produces fantastic results. Soon thereafter, P90X3 came out, which was 30 minutes a day. That program really made a huge difference for me. And then 21 Day Fix came out. And 21 Day Fix was exciting because not only did it provide beginner level 30-minute exercise program, but it provided a foolproof nutritional program where people who didn't know what even the macronutrients were could have a macronutriently balanced meal based on just the color of the containers in 21 Day Fix. Really fantastic. And then a little after that, P90 was revamped. The original Power 90 came out in P90, and it was full circle for my family because as I lost a lot of weight with the original Power 90, my mom, who was 70 years old at the time, started this P90 and lost 30 pounds despite having a frozen shoulder, and was able to do the program, lost 30 pounds, went from diabetic to non-diabetic, and really had some great success. So it really has had a tremendous impact on my family, my mom, my wife, my sister. Everybody that I love is involved in Beachbody in one way or the other because it's really made such a huge difference to us. And this side is a little dated now because, look, it's nearly 3 years ago. We've had so many more programs since then. There's, kickboxing programs and programs like PIA, which improve your flexibility and core strength. There's a lot. There's 22-minute hardcore, which is a 22-minute-a-day program. There's time-efficient programs. There's different varieties of programs. Something for everybody. Okay, great. So Team Beachbody was created in 2007. How do we know that this company with these great programs is going to continue to be around? I mean, after all, things like Tybo were wonderful programs and people had some success with it, and it went the way of the dodo. So what happens here? Well, since Team Beachbody was created and the coaching network began, we've seen a rapid growth in sales. And in 2015, they exceeded $1 billion. We're waiting to see, obviously, what the total 2016 numbers are. But Beachbody continues to grow. Now, we don't expect it to grow at this level forever. But do keep in mind that Team Beachbody is only in the United States and Canada, not in South America, not in Mexico, not in Central America, not in Europe, Asia, Africa, anywhere else where this sort of thing will be big. It's really limited to just 2/3 of North America. So we do expect growth to continue over time as we go globally. So why is that? Why is this company having great success and continuing to grow? Well, unlike all the other fitness companies, which focus really either on nutrition, like SlimFast, or on fitness, like Taibo, this brings a whole package. There's fitness, there's nutrition, there's peer support, meaning people to help you through your programs. That's what we as coaches do, and reward for being involved with it. So let's talk a little bit about the nutrition. We touched on the fitness programs already. Shakeology is Beachbody's hallmark nutritional program. When people ask us what it is, we tell them it is your daily dose of dense superfood nutrition, which sounds absolutely ridiculous until you actually break that down to its component parts. So daily, there is one meal that you can count on every day. You don't have to guess. You don't have to think. If you want it for breakfast, you don't have to wonder, should I have eggs and bacon and skip the carbs? Should I have, oatmeal? Everyone's supposed to have oatmeal. Should I just have fruit? Should I just fast? What is it that I should do for breakfast? Well, Shakeology gives you a meal that you don't have to think about. It's absolutely guaranteed to be your healthiest meal of the day, and it's delicious, and you just throw it in the blender and you're done. Or if you, like these days, I use it for dinner. So I don't have to worry about when I'm driving home from work, oh my God, do I have leftovers? Do I have to cook dinner? What am I going to do? I just get home and throw it in the blender, and then if I have an evening workout, I'm all set to go. So every day, I know I'm going to have my Shakeology. It's one meal that I can absolutely count on. Dose, we think about medicine. Shakeology is not medicine. Let's be clear about that. However, it is made of over 70 superfoods source harvested from around the world. And you can see here, this is the wall of Shakeology at Beachbody headquarters. And I won't go through all the ingredients there, but there are tons of superfood from around the world. And some of those are things that are immune boosters. Now, I work in a hospital. I'm exposed to pathogens all day long. And, I really feel like Shakeology is the thing that helps me stay healthy. And, there used to be times when I would run out of Shakeology because I'd, give them out to people to try, and I'd go 3-4 days till my shipment arrived, and I wouldn't have it, and invariably I'd be much more likely to get sick. These days I order plenty of extra, so I never run out. And it's funny, I was telling you earlier that I didn't try it for 2 years. Now we won't go a day without it. My wife and I and our kids recently went to Italy. It was our 10-year wedding anniversary, and it's Italy, right? I mean, the land of pasta and food. And we took our Shakeology with us. We were not willing to miss even a day. More recently, we went to my mom's house for Thanksgiving. And my mom's house got plenty of great foods, good Indian food, American food, pecan pie. Yeah, okay. We took our Shakeology with us. Again, we weren't going to miss a day of our Shakeology. It just keeps us going. Really terrific stuff. So I won't miss it. And it's a dense superfoods from around the world. You can see them sort of labeled here. Now, this slide is a little bit dated as well because Shakeology has a new flavor that came out a couple years ago called Cafe Latte. I am preferential to the chocolate. I know Rob likes the vanilla. My wife loves Cafe Latte. We used to drink that vegan strawberry that you can see on the left there, that white bag. And every month that bag would show up in our house. And the day Cafe Latte came out, no more vegan strawberry. Poor vegan strawberry got kicked to the curb, and we don't miss a day, like I said. But the point here is that there is a flavor for everyone, depending on what you like. And speaking of something for everyone, Beachbody has created something for everyone. So whether you are interested in doing programs on DVD, at least for now, we continue to have DVDs for those of us who still have DVD players. More importantly, we have digital access, which Rob's going to tell you a little bit more about, and Beachbody has recently expanded that library. So there's a very real sort of Netflix for fitness type of deal with Beachbody. Whatever equipment you need for your workouts is all available for you. So you don't have to go hunting down different places to find, resistance bands or weighted gloves or push-up bars. Everything's there for you. If your goals are weight loss, or more importantly, if your goals are do something like a cleanse or a reboot, which is very popular right now after New Year's, there's something called the 3-day refresh, which is basically a 3-day reboot to get your the excesses, if you will, from the holiday season out of your system and get you fresh and ready for the new year. And we even have a 3-week ultimate reset to really get the spring cleaning done and get you set for a new year. All that stuff's available. But perhaps one of the most exciting parts of the supplements that Beachbody has, which are called the Performance line, they're NSF safe supplements. There's a pre-workout Energize, an intra-workout Hydrate with a hypotonic solution, a post-workout Recover, and an overnight Recharge, as well as creatine. These are, again, NSF safe certified supplements. And if you're wondering if they're effective, Beachbody recently became the official supplement for the Ironman Triathlon. For those of you who don't know what an Ironman is, it is a 140.6 mile race. It's a 2.4 mile swim, 112 mile bicycle ride, and then 26.2 full marathon. Good triathletes finish in 8 to 10 hours. Average triathletes, if there is such a person, are 12 to 14 hours. So you can imagine that people who race that long and that hard require really intense and focused nutrition and supplementation to make it through the race, as well as their training. And Beachbody became their official supplement. This stuff worked, guys. It's really made a difference to my marathon training and to my training overall. So great, we got the supplements, we got the nutrition, we got the fitness programs. Does it work? Well, here you see some people, and there are many, many of them who have had great success with Beachbody. And you can see all shapes and sizes, colors, and genders. People have a lot of weight to lose. People had a little bit of weight to lose. People just needed to get ripped. Whatever it is that you're going after, Beachbody not only has the program and products for you, but they have a coach that has done what you're looking to do. There is someone who understands the journey that you are about to embark upon and has someone there to help you through it. And all of our teams have people going through various phases of their journey. And that's really what the heart of coaching is. That's the peer support, someone to help you or help others through their journey. So let's talk about what a coach is and what a coach isn't. So first, what we don't expect the coach to be is a fitness or nutrition expert. You don't have to have all the answers. I'm a cardiologist, but I have 3 hours of nutrition training in med school. Most of that was to prevent calorie malnutrition and vitamin deficiency, stuff that doesn't even exist in the United States for the most part. So I don't really know anything. Rob does have a background in fitness and nutrition, but I certainly did not. And I still don't know all that much. But I do know that Beachbody knows a lot. Beachbody has fitness and nutrition experts on staff, and my job is to connect people to that, to the fitness and nutrition experts at Beachbody. I don't have to have the answers. I just need to show people where to find the answers, and Beachbody has it all. You don't already have to be at your fitness and nutrition goals. Goodness knows I'm not. My weight still fluctuates a bit towards still close to where I want to be, but it still fluctuates a bit. I am constantly endeavoring to start new fitness types of things. I recently got into MMA and had my first tournament a few weeks ago. I'm 44 years old. It's okay. The point is, you're never really at your fitness, goal or the end of your journey. People want to see that you are consistent. People want to see that you're the one who is actually doing the programs and talking about it and giving them hope that it is possible to start these programs and to keep going. People have tried different things over and over and over again, and they've failed. So what they're looking for is someone to say, this one's going to work. And it's going to work because we're going to keep doing it every day. If you keep doing something every day, it's eventually going to work. And that's what people need to know. And that's what we do as coaches. We show them that you can do this thing every day. If you guys check out Rob's page, you'll see that Rob does this push-up challenge. It's, he's like, let's day 500 out of 2,000 or something. Like every day he's got a different number, and he's doing push-ups every single solitary day. Never seen him miss a day. And he shows us the power of consistency. That's what people need to see. You don't have to be ripped. People don't identify with ripped people. They identify with people who do what they say they're going to do. You don't have to be an experienced salesperson. We don't want experienced salespeople. What we want is someone who's willing to share their story with others as they're going through the process. We want people who are going to use the products. You can't say, you shouldn't use Shakeology. You should use Beachbody programs if you don't drink Shakeology and you don't do the programs. You can't speak, intelligently about them if you don't actually use the programs. And most important, you have to be willing to improve and develop yourself. The person you are right now is not the person who's going to be a successful coach. You have to develop your mind, develop the way you look at the world, and improve yourself as a person so that you can reach out and help other people. Okay, and with that, I am going to turn it over to Rob. So let me just end my screen share so he can jump on. Okay, all yours.
No, I appreciate it. Fantastic. Absolutely love it. So much great stuff there that, it's hard for me to not want to absolutely jump right in and interrupt everything that you have to say there. So I don't know if you saw me biting my lip to try to keep myself quiet. So I'll try to quickly touch base. I have switched my flavor. My flavor this month is vegan chocolate. And I'll quickly go into a little story. I began a long time ago on my journey in 2009, watching infomercials, and I caught P90X infomercial, and I had a half of a cheese pizza in front of me, a 6-pack of beer. I'd come home from night. Everybody was in bed. It was probably around 10:30 at night. And I just felt disgusted with myself. Is that, really, is this the way it's going to be? I had 3 kids. 3 young boys. I think at the time the oldest was 4, youngest was just born, and I was getting winded playing with them on the floor. And I didn't, like Rohan said, I didn't want to be that dad that couldn't do things with his family. So you fast forward, I did P90X, and I really struggled with it at the first day. I thought was my last day, and then a funny thing happened. I got a phone call from my coach, and he said, "I'm your Beachbody coach." And I said, "I don't exactly know what that is." And he said, "Well, when you get a program, you're assigned a coach, and I'm here to help you. We have a huge team of people doing P90X and other programs that are, struggling just like you are, and our goal is to help you get results." And so that's kind of where it started. And like Rohan said, it really became a routine. It became a routine of doing the workouts. It became a routine of checking online and meeting people from across the country. It became a fit fam. It became just as much of a routine as brushing your teeth in the morning and before you go to bed. It was part of my life, and part of my life that really I couldn't stop if I wanted to. But I was getting all these great benefits. So you can see I went from, being 240 pounds to being completely out of shape and having no muscle tone to being 180 pounds and being in pretty good shape. And I think in the picture on the right, that's around 9% body fat. So phenomenal results. And everything was done at home, because one of my things or excuses I had always given myself is, geez, you're a general manager of a country club. In season, you work 75, 80 hours a week. You have 3 young kids. I can't come home from work, working a 12-hour day, and then go right to the gym for a couple hours and disappear. My wife would kill me, and nor was that being responsible to the family. And so I use that as an excuse. And to me, it was a legitimate excuse. I just didn't have the time. So the ability to do the workouts at home, and I've done every single workout at home, and certainly I'll get into training clients, and I do that at the gym. But the Beachbody business is a home-based business, which is absolutely phenomenal for what I was looking for. And the great part about, and the reason why I switched to vegan chocolate, is my oldest son, picture here on the right, in the last 6 months has taken up to doing the workouts. And I didn't ask him to do the workouts. I didn't cajole him to do the workouts. Anybody that has kids know that the more you ask them to do something, the less they want to do it, and especially working out. But what happens is that when one person in the family develops a healthy lifestyle, what happens is that essentially morphs over to other family members. And so now, when we used to go shopping, you used to find 6 or 7 2-liter bottles of soda, chips, cookies, candy, all kinds of processed foods. I mean, I think Chef Boyardee was a staple of ours. Now you find none of that in the house. We wouldn't even think about it. The kids drink water. very limited juices. They're very cognizant of what they eat. And again, it's not because we dictate that that's the way it is, but it's what we keep in the house and it's habits that they learn. So in any event, my oldest has all kinds of allergies since birth, and he's really struggled with, I think, nutrition to a large part. Like any kids, he isn't a fan favorite of anything green. But what Shakeology does is it gets him all the daily nutrients that he needs throughout the day. And so we'd been getting him Shakeology, and so we switched over everybody in the family to vegan Shakeology so he could have it. And as he does Body Beast and he's starting to get bigger, I mean, it's amazing. You know, I wish I have the testosterone level that he did. He does at 14 in my 44-year-old body, but he is absolutely receiving amazing results. And he sees that when you put in the dedication and the hard work, you get the results. And that's kind of what we do. And so that's kind of a huge byproduct of what we do, is that you certainly affect the families aside from the income level that you may receive. So absolutely a tremendous side benefit. So I'm absolutely addicted to the workouts. I'm doing Body Beast right now and love it. Just got done with doing quarter force, and I've done 3-day refresh. I've done everything, and you know, they're all phenomenal in that, you know, as Rohan said, well, by trade, I'm a general manager of a country club, former golf professional. But over the last 7 years, I've developed an absolute passion for fitness and nutrition. And so as part of my hobby, kind of what I do, I became a coach, a trainer and nutrition coach. And while I do it somewhat, Beachbody by far is my biggest income stream. But the great part about this is that through my certifications, what that's done is that's just essentially made Beachbody all that more impressive, because the workouts are exactly by the guidelines of all of the certifications, whether you're NSCA certified or NASM certified or ACE certified or Precision Nutrition certified. The nutrition, the programs, it's all science-based. This isn't some fly-by-night, you know, water weight loss, seaweed wrap, stuff that's just absolute garbage. This is stuff that's going to change your life, not for just today, but for a lifetime, because it's going to really teach you about nutrition. It's going to really teach you about how to live a healthy and active lifestyle. This isn't here for today, gone tomorrow. This is something that's going to live with you for the rest of your life. And that's kind of the beauty of this. And so the benefits of being a coach, you work your own hours. You can do it as much or as little as you want. There are some days that I have a lot more time to put into it. And then there are other days that you just don't have the time. You know, maybe if you work retail during the Christmas season, you're absolutely bombarded. You're never going to be able to get much done that time of year. And that's fine. But maybe after the holidays, you have more time. Or maybe you have summers off if you're a school teacher. But you can do this business for as much or as little as you want. And the beauty of it is that it's all social media based or social based, in which case it's just a conversation. It's not that you have to take products out door to door. All it is just let people know what you're doing, what excites you, what the results are. I mean, I still get comments on a daily basis. You know, what program are you doing? You know, how old are you now? I can't believe what good shape you're in. And so that's a general conversation starter. And so that's kind of the beauty of this, is that, you know, you don't have to go out of your way to do business. It's just conversation with other people. And that's kind of the attraction of it. One of the great attractions, especially this time of year, and I've started doing it as we hit the first of the year, is that the business tax benefits are absolutely amazing. If you don't own a small business, well, you can write off anything in the pursuit of profit, meaning that because I'm on a laptop right now, when I bought this laptop, a percentage of the laptop can go to the purchase or the tax benefits of the business. Same way with mileage. If you're going to talk to somebody at a local coffee shop, or if you're talking to somebody over dinner, or Rohan and myself, we met down at Nashville for our coach summit. And so the airfare, the room, the board, anything that we do, meals, is a write-off to the business as part of doing business. And so this is phenomenal in that most people who are attracted by fitness are doing this anyways. You may have a gym membership. You may have an internet bill. You may have a data plan or a cell phone or all this. These are all things that we use in the business, which are, again, all business expenses. And so at the end of the year, and I'm not sure about Rohan, but at the end of the year, I have 6 or 7, maybe even more pages this year of itemized deductions that I'm able to take off my taxes of things that I would have done anyways, except that now I'm a business owner in the fitness business, in which case I can write that off. So that's a pretty phenomenal added bonus. And what you receive as a coach, I mean, it keeps on getting better every single year. This past year, they added the preloaded app, which you see there. This app is specific to each coach. It can host up to 10 different groups of 250 people. So that way you could host a group if you wished for different programs, different small groups. If you are a trainer yourself, you can, if you train small groups, you can have an 8 a.m. class app. You can have a 10 o'clock class app and so forth. And you can keep track of them. They log their workout. They log their nutrition. You can keep them accountable, the support, motivation. And this is one of the things that I think is really lost on people. If you go through anything in life, whether it be this school or fitness, trying to get healthier, if you don't have the support base behind you and you have people that maybe are working not in your favor, you're a 70% chance of failure to accomplish that goal. It's stat based. These aren't made up stats. You can look it up online. But 70% of the people that attempt something, if they don't have support behind them, they're going to fail. And that's really where Beachbody, I think, makes a tremendous difference. Is that, as a coach, it's not only in your interest to see somebody succeed. So you're going to support them, but it's obviously in their interest, and it just is a huge trickle down. One from the other. So it's an absolute bonus, the support based. So you also get 3 specific websites to you. You don't have to be a web designer. They're already done. You just have to add your bio profile to it and a couple pictures, and it's pretty easy to get going. It provides you your online office so you can take a look at all your clients, all your orders, commissions, bonuses. It has essentially direct deposit. So every Thursday you get essentially a direct deposit to whatever bank account that you're using. It's always in there every Thursday. It's fun to see that hit. I think it hits at 3:30 in the morning Eastern time. Offers products, training, business training, personal development, which is absolutely amazing. I'm kind of embarrassed to say, before Beachbody, I really didn't necessarily know what personal development was. But in reality, personal development is a workout for mind, body, and soul. It truly gets you firing on all cylinders. You can work out to the nth degree and get your body in great shape. You can study as much as you want and get your mind in great shape. But until you get your mind connected with your soul and you're headed into the right direction, that tripod of success isn't going to happen. So personal development is key, and there's certainly a tremendous amount of it, and it's made a huge difference in my life, and not only in Beachbody, but what I do professionally. Now, I would love to think that, this year I could retire via Beachbody, but right now it's a part-time business that I absolutely love. But one of the byproducts of this is that through the personal development and through everything I've done in Beachbody, I've become significantly better at my job through all the personal development that I've done. Okay, so this is one of my favorite pages, and people may say, Rob, it's just a bunch of stats, just a bunch of numbers, looks like a spreadsheet. This is a statement of earnings, and essentially what the statement of earnings tells you is that you can earn as much money as you want, or you can do nothing. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is not a scam. This is an actual business. And like all businesses, you're going to have different levels of success. And the interesting part of this is that the people who make the most money are not necessarily the people who you would assume would make the most money. the people who make the most money are the people that actually put in the work, the dedication, the drive, the persistence, and have a passion for it. And I view this statement of earnings similar to what I would view as one of Beachbody's programs with the elite nutrition. You can get in the best shape in the world, better than anything that you've ever amazed. In fact, there's a gentleman on our team who won Mr. Muscle Beach last year in his weight class doing Body Beast. So you can get in the best shape of anybody around. But if you don't actually put in the dedication and the work, it's not going to work. And you can reach different levels of success, right? So it could be my success is providing my family with being able to pay off both cars, have vacations, put money away to our retirement fund, do home improvement projects around the house, have extra money for Christmas and not sweat it out if the washing machine blows up. That might be my level of success. Other people's level of success might be, I want to retire. I want to earn $3 million a year. So everybody's level of success is different. So if your level of success is that $3 million mark, then you're going to obviously have to put a lot more time and effort into it than what I am as far as being able to pay off all kinds of bills, loans, car payments, etc. So your success is your own, and everybody has a different skill set to achieve it faster. Myself and Rohan are a little bit older than our average demographics, although I think our demographics are becoming more and more mainstream. But honestly, I'd say the majority of the business, from what I see, is between the ages of 28 to 40. Is kind of where right now the core guts of it is. People that have children, people that want to get in shape and absolutely rock it. And maybe a little bit younger as well. But, that's kind of where I see it. And so, this is the perfect time really for you to start thinking about your future if you haven't done so already. So everybody's statement of earnings is a little bit different. And so like I was saying is that I'm a little bit older. I kind of, when I was a kid, everybody didn't have a computer in the house. And so, I'm not as proficient at computers as I should be. I've come a long way. So it's taken me a lot longer to achieve my success than it would be somebody who's pretty proficient with computers. But the beauty of it is that you can, no matter what your skill set is, you can achieve success as long as you're willing to put in the time and effort to it. There's outstanding support. You have all the training tools possible. We have the business quick start, the coach basics, coach training, marketing tools, communication like you wouldn't believe. I mean, probably too much communication in that you're going to look at it and say, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to get through this. You do. It's kind of, it's kind of like my kids, they joke around, Dad, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And so that's kind of what this business is that you eat it one bite at a time and you don't get bent out of shape when the elephant's not gone after 2 bites. What to expect from the team. This is kind of one of the beauties of the business is that, and nowhere have I ever dealt with this, is that usually people that are successful, they want to keep the success to themselves. They don't want to share what they're doing. With Beachbody, you get a mentor. Your coach is your mentor. So whether it be myself or Rohan or another coach that invited you to the webinar, that coach is your mentor. And not only them, but everybody on the team is going to help build your success. You get free training provided not only by Beachbody, but by the team. Regular team meetings online. We have ours on Monday nights. I have another one on Wednesday nights. There's others on Thursday nights. They run all different times of day. We have quarterly meetings, leadership training, unbelievable support. We mentioned the summit that will be held in last year. It was held in Nashville. This year will be held in New Orleans, the Big Easy, in recognition. So what are your options? If you're a coach, am I ready to join the team, help others achieve their fitness and nutrition goals? Or right now, am I just going to be a customer? I need to get my own house in order before I start helping other people. And both are absolutely fantastic. As a coach, the easiest way to join is a challenge pack. In fact, they get a phenomenal challenge pack that just started this month. It is absolutely amazing. It's with what they call on demand. And what on demand is, and Rohan alluded to it earlier, is on demand is essentially Netflix for fitness. It has over $6,000 worth of different workouts that stream directly to your laptop, iPhone, iPad, tablet, whatever device that you have that gets the internet. You can essentially stream it anywhere that there's an internet signal. And the beauty of this is that as a fitness trainer, my skill set is more in personal training, in class training, but solely in HIIT workouts or strength training. Now, I don't have the skills of yoga, nor Pilates, nor other workouts or, specific, I'd say, Olympic lifts that other people do, so I wouldn't try to train somebody to do those things. With Beachbody, if that's not your background as a trainer, or you don't have any background in any of these workouts, you can easily go to on demand and get that. So the new challenge pack, which is absolutely phenomenal, for $199, you not only get the business, you get all $6,000 worth of streaming programs that on demand offers. So you get all that, and if that's not enough, you get any workout program that Beachbody introduces in the next calendar year. And that's amazing because Beachbody always introduces between 2 to 3 brand new programs a year at the cost of $60 to $120. So what you're going to get is, for $199, not only are you going to get $6,000 worth of streaming workouts, you're going to get the coach enrollment fee waived. You're going to get a month of Shakeology Home Direct or the performance supplements, but you're going to get to stream for 1 year all Beachbody programs that they offer, and then anything else that they introduce throughout the course of the year. I mean, it is the biggest no-brainer in the history of no-brainers. And then you've got to think of this. This is very important. Because you're streaming this on a device, say a laptop, there's a percentage that you can write off on that. Because this is based on either your internet data plan at home via your Wi-Fi, you can write off a percentage of that off your taxes. Or if this is streamed off of your data plan via phone or iPad, or if you're out and about, and you can write that off on your taxes. So not only is it an amazing bargain of $200 and you get all that, but on the back end of it, when you do your taxes at the end of the year, there's even more off of that you can write. So it really goes on. And so that's kind of the latest amazing challenge pack that we have. And there are a whole host of others, but to me, that one is kind of the one that just makes the most sense. You could also become a coach by signing up with the Shakeology Home Direct, plus the $40 coach enrollment fee. But again, really doesn't make a whole lot of sense because that fee is about the average price of a challenge pack. And then you can get a fitness program plus the $40 coach enrollment fee. And again, you can do it. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense economically because of the cost, but that's an available way to go as well. The ongoing business service fee, it's a pretty cool cost, and you'll say, well, why is an ongoing cost cool? Well, just take a look at what you get. Okay, so the $15.95 fee hosts your 3 websites. Okay, so I don't know if anybody has this business already. I had a business already owning a driving range, and we have a website that is just more or less a storefront. It doesn't do anything, doesn't book anything, just tells the directions and hours of operation. And that cost me $150 a month just to have that up and running. Okay, it's kind of a blah website. You get 3 websites. They're all specific to you. They all go back to you. They provide the online office that we talked about earlier with all the personal development, all the bells and whistles. It warehouses all your products. So you don't actually have any product in your house to sell. This is all done online. So you don't have to worry about stocking anything or having too much of one thing or not enough of another or the expense of that. 24/7, 365-day customer service. At 2 o'clock in the morning, if I can't sleep and I have a question that one of my clients has or just a business question, I can hop online or on a chat and get a customer service rep. amazing. Technical support, marketing, communications, training, success on demand, Beachbody streaming. It has it all. So it's absolutely amazing. Okay. So you can also get the same great benefits of the challenge pack as a customer. You can get that same phenomenal $200, $199 challenge pack of streaming as a customer. You can get Shakeology Home Direct or fitness program or any of the 2,000 plus different types of products that Beachbody carries directly through the website. The beauty of the challenge pack is, say you're just working on yourself right now and you want the huge savings that the challenge pack provides. Well, in 2 months from now, when you get ripped, you may say, geez, I'm ready to become a coach now. I wish I did that 2 months ago. Well, your fee for the coach is still waived by purchasing that challenge pack. And so you essentially will sign up as a coach, and they'll essentially cut you a check back for the $40 fee directly to your savings account or whatever your account goes via the Beachbody online office. So pretty cool feature. In the next 24 hours, what's going to happen? The person who invited you is going to ask you some questions. Hey, what did you like best about the presentation? Was it too long, too short? What can we help? Because quite honestly, that's going to help us help other potential coaches as well. Does it seem like a good fit? Is it going to achieve your goals of becoming in better shape, providing better for your family, adding another revenue stream that you currently don't have, or a tax base that you currently don't have because you don't own a small business? Which option appeals to you best? Coach, customer, or you're not really sure? We could certainly talk to you about that. Think about, in all sincerity, this is January 1st, the time for really thinking about things. How many people were in the same point that they were at last year and nothing has changed? 1 year ago today, what did you put down on that New Year's resolution? Was it about losing weight? Was it about doing something about the income? Was it about changing jobs? Was it about becoming a better you? Think about that. And then think about all the inaction that happened over the last year that you didn't do anything and you're still at the same point. And you know what? I did that for about 20 years. Okay. 20 years, probably from the age of 18 to 35, maybe a little less than 18. But I did that. A lot of great things happened, but the things that I really wanted to change the most about me stayed the same because I didn't take any action. So give it an honest thought. What will this do to me? Maybe it's a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe it's outside your comfort zone. But boy, those things that we do outside our comfort zone, those are the ones that make all the changes in the world. Think about who you can help. What are my goals and dreams? I know a lot of us right now we do our setting our goals and dreams for 2017 and we write them all down. But, you can write those dreams down, but if we don't have a set guideline on how to achieve those dreams, they're not goals, they're just wishes. And so I think that that's another key aspect that we have to think of, is that it's all cool to write this stuff down and have these wants and desires, but if we don't have a systematic approach on how to accomplish this, nothing's going to happen. So give it some thought, because I know we can help you in all these areas. I appreciate you joining us on the first, and I know Rohan does as well. If you have any questions, you can touch base with Rohan at the website listed below, or myself. Always happy to answer any questions that you may have. Thank you for attending.
Good night, everybody. Thanks so much.